Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm so grateful. And I know it's been a long time. I've not uploaded any videos for the past 4 months, but I am back now and I will be uploading weekly videos for you. And I'm trying to do something new. I have enough videos on my channel for you to understand manifestation, but I've been wanting to kind of react to videos where people are talking about their own manifestation processes. And I really wanted to react to Roxie. She has been on a lot of channels, on a lot of podcasts, with a lot of people who are really known, like Jay Shetty, right? So I was really curious to understand, what her manifestation process is. I also actually saw her book at the airport when I was returning from Brunei last December, but I did not know who this person is. So I came across her podcast on my YouTube homepage, and I thought I'll give it a try, see what actually makes her the queen of manifestation. Like, what's her process? Can I find any kind of limiting beliefs in her process? And I did find one, which you will see once this video is halfway through. Also, at the end of the video, let me know if you are enjoying these kind of reaction videos. There are a lot of channels that we can pick up and we can actually discuss what's going on in those videos.
There are so many misconceptions around it that are going to put people off. And to be honest, if I didn't know about the practice and I came along late and just heard about the trendy parts of it, I wouldn't be into it. And these misconceptions include that it's magical. There's some really magical woo-woo aspect to it. Other misconceptions are that it's about material possessions. And I think that really, you know, especially in a book like The Secret, that was part of it. It was this, but it was a different time then in the 80s, and that was part of the appeal then. We are in a different time now, but it was, you know, manifesting cars and money and things and things that are just much more material, and this is actually a lot more meaningful than that. And other misconceptions are that, you know, it's only for this kind of particular person. It's maybe perhaps for this kind of Gen Z generation or someone that is female and young and, you know, spiritually inclined.
Okay, so these are the parts I do agree with. There are a lot of misconceptions. These are just to name a few. But there are many, many, many misconceptions around manifestation. Definitely, it's not magic, okay? It's not something, it can happen instantly. That's a possibility, okay? I don't want to discourage you by saying it's not a guarantee, but it's a possibility. Yes, you can manifest instantly, but there are a few factors you need to consider for that purpose, which includes the kind of resistance you have, which includes the kind of history you have with that specific thing, object, person, area of your life that now you're trying to improve, right? Second thing is, it's not only about materialistic things, of course. People view manifestation at a very surface level, right? I've mentioned this again and again in all my videos. It's not just about what you can see from these two eyes. It's not just about this person you're trying to manifest. It's not just about materialistic things, that manifestation is to manifest a car or lots of money, wealth, a house. Manifestation goes much deeper. That's how I teach it on my channel. Manifestation is an amazing foundation. If you learn this process, you build this amazing foundation for a lot of things and a lot of areas of your life. It helps you in creating your own stability, regulating your nervous system, having command on your emotions, right? It helps you in having a kind of compassionate and kind command over your emotions and reactions and behaviors. It's much deeper. When we go that deep, when we touch the root cause of things that are happening in our life that we don't like, and we target those to change those, that is when all the other surface level things, such as the correct people, the correct opportunities, the correct kind of abundance, will start showing up in your reality, okay? The third point of manifestation being only for specific kind of people, I wouldn't say Gen Z, but a lot of people, when they view manifestation coaches or manifestation videos, they kind of end up thinking, why is everyone being able to manifest but me? Okay, it comes back to that, from feeling bad for yourself, feeling bad about your circumstances, to slowly turning into a victim of your own circumstances, of your own mindset. And it's a really gradual process. I'm not saying you're trying to be a victim, although there are a lot of people that do that as well. But just starting to compare your own journey with everyone else and coming to the conclusion that manifestation is only for a certain kind of people, no. It's something that is in human nature. That's how your mind operates. Whatever you focus on will start growing if you focus on it enough. So it's not something special that is just for a few people.
So what manifesting is it's a self-development practice. And to me, all of self-development and inner healing fall under this manifesting umbrella. So manifesting is essentially a way of living. And for me, my book isn't just a guide to manifestation, but it's a life guide. You can kind of live and breathe these steps that I lay out. And manifesting is essentially, at its core, it's about self-worth, because the kind of biggest secret of manifesting, let's say, is that you manifest what you subconsciously believe you're worthy of receiving. Okay, you manifest what you subconsciously believe you're worthy of receiving. And so at its core is self-worth. And so the kind of healing journey required for all of us to be able to feel that we are worthy of love and happiness and joy and abundance, it's such a profound one for us all to go on. And this is really it's a practice about becoming so empowered and so full of self-belief that you then make things happen.
So this is what I agree with as well. I really want people to understand this. Yes, it is a reflection of your self-worth. Now, self-worth in the manifestation community, they say, they mention it as self-concept a lot as well, okay? What you deserve, what you feel you're worthy of, your self-concept. Now, where people get stuck is, I would really suggest you to watch my playlist around self-concept. People think they're worthy, okay, at a surface level. People think they're worthy. Now, I want you to understand this mind of yours, okay, it's divided into two parts, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. And these two things can believe different things, okay? These two things can have different kind of foundation around different kind of topics. So at a surface level, at a conscious level, yes, you might, because this is what everyone wants to believe and achieve, that yes, you are worthy of success, abundance, true love, everything. Everyone wants this, okay? Everyone wants to become worthy of it, wants to be deserving of it. So at a conscious level, yes, you might know that I am a good person. I am worthy, I am deserving, I work hard, I am caring, I am loving, okay? I have really good qualities to become a good partner or to manage and handle wealth and success, right? But just because you say it at a surface level, or you know it, like you want this to be your ultimate truth, and your conscious mind is also aware of that, your subconscious mind might believe something else altogether. This is where people get stuck. At a conscious level, right now I'm saying I'm worth it, but is this fact really deeply rooted in my subconscious mind? Your conscious mind and your subconscious mind do not have the same kind of opinions and beliefs all the time around the same topic, okay? Because of your experiences in your life, because of your past patterns and behaviors, relationships, the way you have been brought up, your environment, you might not believe that you will receive the kind of love that you want. For some reason, you might not believe it because you have never experienced being with a good partner. You have never experienced having a good, healthy relationship. You have had a bad, unhealthy, toxic pattern when it comes to males or females entering your life. So your subconscious mind will see what you have experienced in your life emotionally, physically, mentally, okay? It will not go on what you're just saying with your mouth, your tongue, your words, okay? For it, the proof, the evidence, the actual things that have happened is necessary. When you have gone through bad relationships, your emotional, mental state has taken on those kind of things. Those are deeply rooted in your subconscious mind. So even though we know we have gone through bad phases, we are a good person, but we keep accepting, okay, this is also one part. We keep accepting the same kind of people in our life. Whether we think they will change or we'll change them, or they seem different at the beginning and now they're different. Even we are at fault if we keep allowing those people, after seeing the reality, to remain in our life. That gives a confirmation to our subconscious mind that, this is how it is for me. This is what I'm comfortable with. This is what my subconscious mind already knew. Now, again, with the same kind of person entering my life, I have confirmed that for my subconscious mind. So you need to go deeper, and that's why we say we are changing a belief stored in the subconscious mind. That's what we are targeting. That's why there's a lot of repetition included. That's the whole point of repetition. If repetition was not required, no one would be asking you to repeat and put in the work and put in the discipline to do it every day, just like gym, okay, just like your medicines. So yes, it does come down to your self-worth, not what you're saying with your words, what your life experiences has been and what your subconscious mind actually knows as your truth. Okay, that is what your reality is, not what you're trying to say at a conscious level with your words.
So at its core is self-worth. And so the kind of healing journey required for all of us to be able to feel that we are worthy of love and happiness and joy and abundance, it's such a profound one for us all to go on. And this is really it's a practice about becoming so empowered and so full of self-belief that you then make things happen. And you are able to reach your goals and even be able to set your intentions and overcome challenges and embrace gratitude and live a better life.
This is also something really important. And I'm glad that I have covered this as well in my past videos, right? Manifestation, people usually come into this. We all know one of the big reasons is specific person, and the second mostly could be money. Okay, these are usually the two things. And people forget to realize that this is actually a very big part of your healing journey. And if you're not ready to heal, and this I'm being very blunt as in all my videos, if you're not ready to heal in a way, I don't really also like using the word healing a lot because it's again being overused a lot, right? But if you're not ready to let go of your past, drop the resentment, the grudges, the old story, okay, the old narrative, that is a part of your healing, right? If you're not ready to drop that and you are trying to persist in a new story, in a new narrative, with those grudges, that resentment, that anger, and those emotions still not processed, it's going to make your resistance double and triple. Okay, resistance is a real thing. I don't like that whole notion that resistance is something you are creating in your mind. It does not exist. Just keep affirming through it. Okay, resistance is a real thing. Why does it come up? It comes up because what you're trying to manifest now, what you're trying to affirm now, is opposite of what you have experienced in your life. So your mind, your subconscious mind kind of tries to oppose it, okay? It tries to go against it, that I don't know what you're trying to say. I don't understand what you're trying to affirm because we are not aware of this. See, this is what we are aware of. This is what your experiences have been up until now. And this is what we are familiar with. So what you're telling me right now is completely new to me. It's new information. Like anything else, your subconscious mind needs to get used to that new information. Okay, so that's why that friction arises where you feel the resistance in your stomach, in your chest, and it can manifest in different kind of ways. The resistance can make you procrastinate your techniques and your work. It can make you stop it right there and then. It can make you give up on manifestation, conscious manifestation. Okay, so manifestation is a really beautiful way to heal your past. And if you know you're not ready to heal your past, if you're not ready to drop the old story, this is not for you. Not in general in life, but in that specific area around that specific person or object. Because what happens is, if you somehow were able to, even with the resistance and the old story, but you focused a little more on the new story, you were able to somehow call it in. Those resentments, grudges, emotions, because they were unprocessed, because you did not heal them, because you did not actually sit with yourself and go through them and drop them before calling that person back in or calling that whatever you're trying to manifest, they will again come in between and the same old behavioral patterns will repeat. If you don't fix what is causing it, it's going to repeat in the same manner. Okay, So it's always going to be something coming in, you losing it again, then you're trying to put in all your focus and energy to call it back in. Okay, it's going to be like a repetitive cycle. It's exhausting. You are caught in a loop, and ultimately you don't understand what's happening. Why is it coming, then going and coming and going? Okay, that is the reason.
We all hold various beliefs, and beliefs are thoughts that have been repeated so many times that they become a belief. So let's say you're told from a young age that or somebody makes you feel unlovable, and you have formed that belief that you are unlovable or that you are not smart. There's at school often there were lots of my friends who used to say, I'm just not naturally smart, so I really have to work harder than everyone else. Okay, so they just end up having this belief about themselves that they are not smart. And so what happens is when we have these various beliefs about ourselves or the world, these belief systems determine how we perceive the world. They determine how we perceive all of our experiences and the meanings we attach to things. And so they really have a big influence on the life that we're living and what we then create for ourselves.
So this is the part we are all teaching, right? Beliefs. Beliefs is something around which your manifestation process revolves, whether it is conscious manifestation or subconscious manifestation, right? Conscious manifestation is your deliberate manifestation that you're doing on purpose. And subconscious would be what you're doing on your autopilot mode. Autopilot mode means whatever beliefs you have, that imagine yourself as a sponge, okay? You're a sponge that is going through a lot on a daily basis, going through different kind of things. You talk to different kinds of people, you meet different kinds of people, you if you hang out a lot during the weekends, you meet new people, you have a lot of discussions, okay? You watch TV, now there's streaming. There's just so much exposure to screen time right now through your phone, through websites, through streaming platforms, through YouTube, TikTok, okay, so many places which are not just for what they were made for, okay? Like Instagram, TikTok and all were made for certain kind of things, to share pictures and now reels and shorts and everything. But now everything has to be recorded and uploaded, right? So even if you have stopped watching news for the reason that it was too negative, it had a negative impact on you, you'll still find the news pieces and articles and bits on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, right? Everything is a news now. Every small thing is a news, whether it's related to crimes or not. So we don't realize how much information we are absorbing as a sponge, okay, as a human sponge, that continuously, if not on a daily basis, on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis, just sit down and try to recall what you believed about a certain topic or notion 5 years back that has now changed. And if you do that every few years, you will realize how much our beliefs are constantly changing, okay? So this is a relief. I'm telling you this to relieve you from the burden that I cannot change my beliefs. That's another belief that you're trying to create. I just cannot change this belief no matter what. If you go through your history as a human being, you will see how gradually, some really evidently, some really gradually, a lot of beliefs have evolved. That is called evolving, that is called growth. Okay, now if they evolved for better or for worse, depends on you, but your beliefs are constantly changing. So get rid of this notion that you cannot change your beliefs. Yes, some beliefs might be harder to change in comparison to some other beliefs, for the simple reason that some things, some experiences might have had a bigger emotional impact on your life, on your mind, compared to others, right? Some things would have been just like passing by things. So yes, beliefs is the main part around which your manifestation process revolves.
We determine how we perceive all of our experiences and the meanings we attach to things. And so they really have a big influence on the life that we're living and what we then create for ourselves. And so the first step is really to change these beliefs that we have. But changing your beliefs isn't easy because for many of us, we've had them for decades. But it is possible to change them or to form new beliefs. And the reason we can do this is because of neuroplasticity, which I'm sure you would have talked to Tara about, which is your brain's ability to form new neural pathways through repeated thought and action. So I kind of understood this, and I also understood at the same time that whatever we say to ourselves, our subconscious determines to be true. So if we are saying, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, our brain believes that to be true. As if we say to ourselves, I am enough, I am worthy, I'm capable of anything I put my mind to, our brains will believe that to be true.
So this is what I was talking about, right? Your beliefs, not even the adulthood beliefs, there are a lot of beliefs that you're not even aware of, okay? You will not be aware of all your beliefs because you have like a million beliefs more than that. I'm just giving you an example. Millions of beliefs around different concepts, notions, society, people, love, relationships, money, you name it, okay? Any small thing, any small activity, any small task, you have an opinion about it, okay? If you don't understand the word belief, I'll put it in opinion. Opinion is something you know to be true for yourself, okay? It can be also called as belief if that is something like it's a really rigid opinion and you don't have any plans on changing it anytime soon, okay? So beliefs start way back when we are small children. The first set of beliefs passed on to us is through our house, through our parents, okay? What we see them doing, what we observe, it's not specifically what they teach you, it's everything also in your observation. If you observe domestic violence at home, okay, that's the first thing you have started observing once you gained consciousness, once you came into this world, through your house, through the people who are supposed to take care of you, your parents, right? You will grow up thinking that's how a household is. And these are, I'm giving like really extreme examples because these beliefs are so impactful. They really affect your emotional and mental state. So these are those kind of beliefs that it's really hard to change. It's not impossible, okay? No belief is impossible to change, but yes, it might be a little more difficult than, say, your other beliefs because you grew up seeing it and it has caused trauma in you, right? So that's how early on beliefs start setting in you around a lot of things. And that's why it might feel some things are easy to manifest, some things are difficult to manifest, but it's just that some things require a bit more work. It's same as water falling on your couch. You can just dab it and it will dry. Just put the fan on. Compared to tea falling on your couch, you'll have to dab it a few times, go change the water, dab it again to ensure stains are not left on your couch. Okay, it's a really simple example for you to understand. Everything is possible. Every belief is possible to change. Yes, the work might differ, and that's completely okay. You can put in that work because it's going to be worth it.
Okay, so step one is to be clear in your vision. So essentially, you can't get to where you want to go if you don't know where it is you are headed. So at the very beginning of your manifesting journey, I ask people to look at where they want to be 6 months, 1 year, or 5 years from now, and really be able to get some clarity around that. Now, when it comes to being clear in your vision, I always say that people, two things are kind of required of them. The first is vulnerability and the second is courage. It's quite a lot to really be honest with yourself about your dreams and your goals and what you really, really want. And that does require you to be vulnerable because, if I think back at, in the beginning of my journey, or even now, if I think about some of the things I really want, like my deepest desires, it can feel really scary and it can feel like, oh God, is it really even possible? Or what would someone else think of me if I did that?
So yes, when you are planning to start this process of conscious manifestation, you need to be okay with getting in touch with parts of you that was somewhere hidden, right? And I mean your emotions, your actual dreams, your actual triggers and fears, right? That is something people really are scared of facing. But manifestation is something that will bring you face to face with your actual beliefs and what you actually hold as your truth, right? Your emotions, your triggers, a lot of things that you might not even have known about yourself. So mentally being ready to face those fears, face those triggers. And in my eyes, courage would be getting through that, okay? Getting through your resistance, your fears, your doubts in the moments you're having those, in the moments you're experiencing it in your mind and body, and even otherwise during the day when it's not manifesting in your body, but it goes through your mind, right? Dealing with it, getting through that, pushing through that, the success lies on the other side. Once you push through these fears and doubts and triggers, right? There's no question about this. There's no doubt about this. There is success on the other side. Like, that is something I can guarantee for sure. Personally.
And to kind of support this step there, you can do visualization meditations and vision boards. So it's kind of the two main things.
Now, this is something I don't agree with. I'm sure it's said more in a casual way, but people take things really seriously when you're talking about manifestation. So just kind of be careful of the words we're using. No, visualization and vision boards are not the two main things or the two main techniques, okay? Every technique has its own value and its own importance in different people's lives, right? You might be really pro at affirmations or mindful affirmations or robotic affirmations, and someone might really be good at visualization. I have received tons of comments from people on my videos where they've been asking that they're not able to visualize. When they visualize, they're not really able to see a picture in their mind. They're not able to imagine a scene in their mind. So these kind of words can discourage someone, that if visualization is the main thing, like if I can't see it in my mind, because a lot of people say, even I say, that if you can see it here, you can have it here, okay? You can have it here in your hand. You can have it in your reality. That does not literally mean that you need to know how to visualize, okay? So it's completely fine if you don't know how to visualize. There are tons of different techniques. There are inner conversations that I love. It can be done completely without images. There are affirmations, there are meditations, okay? So it's okay if you cannot visualize.
When you repeatedly visualize your goals, the subconscious parts of your brain starts to prime itself to reaching them. So it filters out any unwanted information and it seeks out opportunities that are aligned with it. But you'll feel that you're manifesting that well, but actually it's because your subconscious is finding those opportunities for you. Whereas if you have a goal that you don't actually really want, let's say you kind of think you should want it, but it's not really what you want, your subconscious isn't looking for those opportunities that are aligned with it. And so you think, oh God, it's not working. And so being able to actually be really honest with yourself about what you want is so key in this step as well.
This is how the subconscious mind works, right? When we say that opportunities, people, situations will show up in your life, I like putting it in both the ways. Whatever resonates with you, use it. I am not really against the word attraction, because when you're doing that work, yes, you're attracting those opportunities and people. So I don't really find anything wrong with that. I know a lot of people don't like using that word. And I'm not using it in the sense of law of attraction, of law of assumption. I don't get into these kind of titles. I would rather just call it the process of conscious manifestation, right? Now there's a new thing. It's not really caught on, but I've seen a lot of people saying that it's neither law of assumption, and nor law of attraction, it's law of belief. So this way you can put in a lot of things, right? I do have a video. What is the difference between thoughts, assumptions, and beliefs? Which one comes first? Okay, people get confused about these terms a lot. So if you want more clarity, you can watch that video on my channel. Now, either you're being led to these opportunities or you're attracting them. It's one and the same thing, because it's coming into your life, right? When you really genuinely want something and you're putting in the work to change the beliefs around that specific area, person, or object, right? Your subconscious mind will seek opportunities, and it will. This is what it basically means when people say things, places, people will move around to bring your desire to you. Because your subconscious mind will always seek opportunities in a lot of different weird kind of ways, unique ways that you cannot even fathom, okay? You cannot even think about, you cannot even comprehend. So don't try, okay? This is the place where we say stop trying to focus on the how. How will it happen? It's none of your concern. There are a million ways something can take place, okay? And this is what it also means when we say wherever your focus goes, okay, that particular, whatever it is, grows even further. If you start focusing on the color red today, you'll see a lot of red things outside. If you start focusing on a specific car brand, you'll notice it everywhere, okay? These are really small things that we have no resistance around. that you can experiment with.